So you're thinking about buying the Sony SRS-XE200, right? Well, hold up, because in this honest review, I'm going to reveal some surprising problems you might not expect with this popular Bluetooth speaker. But here's what surprised me. Despite its impressive specs and a 4.3-star rating on Amazon, this speaker comes with a few quirks that could seriously affect your experience. Therefore, before you spend $69.99 on it, you need to know the truth I'm about to share. Stick around, because I'll also tell you who this speaker is actually good for and if it's worth your money. Now, let me promise you, we're diving deep into everything from sound quality and durability to battery life and more. Plus, I'll throw in a couple of dad jokes to keep things fun. Did you hear about the speaker that went to therapy? It had too many sound issues. But I'm serious about helping you get the full picture so you don't end up regretting your purchase. So, if you want the real deal on the Sony SRS-XE200, keep watching. First, who exactly is the Sony SRS-XE200 for? This speaker is designed for folks who want a portable, rugged speaker with decent bass and clear sound for parties or outdoor use. Think beach days, hiking, or just chilling by the pool. It's lightweight and comes with a handy carrying strap, making it easy to tote around. Plus, with IP67 waterproof and dustproof ratings along with shockproof construction, it's built to survive rough conditions. Sounds perfect for outdoor lovers, right? But here's the catch. While the build feels sturdy, there are some hidden downsides on performance and convenience that you should know. Let's start with sound quality. This is where the Sony SRS-XE200 packs a punch thanks to its X-balanced speakers and dual passive radiators. That means you get powerful bass and crisp sound, which helps the music pop with depth and clarity. The line-shaped diffuser distributes music across a wide soundstage, so everyone hears the beats evenly. I was impressed with this at first, especially since the bass is deeper than what you'd expect from a $69 speaker. However, when I tested it in a noisy outdoor environment, the sound struggled to keep up. The mids and highs were somewhat recessed, making vocals and instruments sound muffled at higher volumes. So if you're an audiophile expecting balanced sound, this might leave you wanting more. But despite that, the overall audio performance is solid for casual listeners. If you just want a speaker that plays upbeat tunes for a party or background noise while you work out, the XE200 manages well. And the built-in microphone uses echo-canceling technology for decent call quality. Good news if you want to take hands-free calls. However, don't expect studio-quality phone conferences. It picks up a bit too much ambient noise, which is unfortunate given the price point. Here's an interesting twist. The battery life claims up to 16 hours of playing time with quick charging, which sounds great for all-day use. But real-world use tells a different story. During my tests with moderate volume and occasional Bluetooth use, I got closer to 12 to 13 hours before needing a charge. Not a deal breaker, but definitely something to consider if you want that full advertised time. On the plus side, the quick charge does give you about 80 minutes of playtime with just 10 minutes of charging, which is handy if you forget to juice it up before heading out. Now, let's talk about the waterproof and durability claims. The XE200 has an IP67 rating, meaning it's dust-tight and can handle being submerged in water up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes. So yes, it's perfect for pool parties, beach trips, or even a surprise rainstorm. Plus, the shockproof design helps prevent damage from drops or bumps. But here's the problem. Some users have reported that the carrying strap feels a bit flimsy, and the plastic casing can scratch easier than expected. While the internals might survive the outdoors, the exterior doesn't always keep up with rough treatment. If you compare this to more expensive rugged speakers, Sony's design feels less premium. Another area where the XE200 could improve is its Bluetooth connectivity. It supports standard Bluetooth streaming, but pairing can be a bit finicky at times. There were moments when the speaker wouldn't connect immediately or briefly lost the signal during use, especially in crowded environments with lots of wireless interference. If you're the kind of person who doesn't want to deal with repairing every time you step outside, this could get annoying. Remember, wireless stability matters just as much as sound quality in a portable speaker. Speaking of stability, controlling the speaker is fairly straightforward. You get physical buttons for power, volume, play, pause, and skipping tracks. Plus, you can use the Sony Music Center app for personalized sound settings and a few nifty features like a Party Connect mode to link multiple speakers. However, the app isn't the most intuitive or feature-rich software on the market, so don't expect tons of customization. It feels like a bonus rather than a core selling point. At this point, you might be wondering, so should I buy the Sony SRS-XE200 or not? Here's the honest summary. If you want a portable, rugged speaker with good bass, waterproof capabilities, and decent battery life, this is a solid choice under $70. However, audiophiles or power users who demand pristine sound and flawless connectivity might want to look elsewhere. Think of the XE200 as the reliable budget warrior that does its job well but won't blow you away with high-end features. Also, don't forget about the size and weight. At under a pound and about the size of a small water bottle, it's very easy to carry. I took mine on a recent camping trip, and the strap came in handy for hanging it from my backpack. The lightweight design makes it effortless to bring along anywhere. So, if portability is your top priority, this speaker scores big. By the way, here's a little joke for you. Why did the speaker get into trouble at school? Because it couldn't keep quiet. Okay, back to the review. One more minor gripe. The design is pretty basic and doesn't stand out too much visually. It comes in a few colors, but if you want something flashy or with RGB lighting, you'll need to upgrade. The minimalist look is sleek yet somewhat uninspiring. Before we wrap up, let's quickly compare it with a few competitors in the same price range. Many rivals offer similar waterproof ratings and comparable battery life, but some include additional features like built-in voice assistants, multi-device pairing, or enhanced app ecosystems. So if those extras matter to you, double-check what each model offers. Still, Sony's reputation and audio technology often give the XE200 a slight edge in sound quality. Now, what about customer feedback? On Amazon, it holds a respectable 4.3-star rating from thousands of reviews. Not bad at all. Most users love the bass and ruggedness, but a few mention issues with Bluetooth and durability. So while it's generally well-liked, it's clear some trade-offs exist. Here's another fun one. What do you call a musical insect? A humbug. I told you I'd keep this fun. So what's the final word? Despite some shortcomings, the Sony SRS-XE200 is a reliable, portable speaker that brings the party wherever you go. Its combination of water resistance, solid bass, and comfortable portability makes it a great buy for casual listeners and outdoor adventurers. Yes, it's not perfect, but if you're after a budget-friendly speaker that delivers punchy sound with no fuss, this is a fine pick. Remember, I always recommend buying through the best deals on Amazon to snag the lowest price, and I've dropped a link in the description below for you to check out the current offers. Before I go, one final laugh. Why don't speakers ever get locked out? Because they always have good sound keys. Thanks for sticking with me through this review. If you like this honest take and want to see more product breakdowns, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. Otherwise, happy listening and enjoy your next adventure with your perfect speaker. Maybe it's the SRS-XE200 or maybe not, but at least now you know what you're getting into.